Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel where I talk all things Jesus. Ladies, let's talk relationships, the thing that God prides himself on creating, and yet sometimes some of them can seem to be strained, unfulfilling, and sometimes quite harmful. If you've stayed in relationships that have crushed you, hoping love would fix what only God could, I see you. If you've ever been mistreated, emotionally abandoned, cheated on, lied to, manipulated, or made to feel like you were too much or even not enough, this video is for you. And if you've walked through divorce or you're still carrying shame for who you became in survival mode, you're not alone. This is where your healing begins, and this is where we break the silence and let the presence of God enter the places people try to destroy. Today, I'm not just going to talk about pain, I'm going to walk with you through it because I've been there too, and God pulled me out, and now he's sending me to pull you up. So let's begin by talking about subtle, everyday things that so many women endure silently. The manipulation masked as love, the control dressed up as protection, or even the spiritual gaslighting where someone quotes scriptures to you to keep you in bondage. And the most heartbreaking part is you stayed or endured because you thought it was your job to fix it, or you thought you had the power to change that person. You thought loving harder would finally make that person change. But ladies, love is not chaos. And in 1 Corinthians 13:5, it says, love is not rude. Love is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. That relationship was not love. It was trauma in disguise. See, some of you were spiritually manipulated by men who used your faith against you. But hear me, Jesus is nothing like that. He is gentle, he is protective, and he is holy. And he wants to untangle every lie you've believed about love, about your worth, and about who God is. Now, let's talk about the aftermath of your relationship. Maybe there was heartbreak, or maybe there was divorce, and that feeling like you lost yourself in the process. You probably think that you've given your best years to someone who either discarded or mistreated you, or treated you like you were replaceable, or made you feel less than. You probably questioned, was I not enough? Did I fail God by leaving? Can I even be whole again? But sis, listen to what Isaiah 43:1 says. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. So you are not the woman he left or mistreated. You are not the shame of your past. You are redeemed. You are a daughter, and God still has purpose for you even after the breakup, even after the betrayal, even after people whispered behind your back, because people may reject you, but God always wants to rebuild you. Maybe you were loyal to that person, and maybe you stayed in spite of, but the truth is you were starving for connection, starving for emotional safety, for words that would make you feel seen again. And maybe he wasn't outwardly abusive, but his silence and his absence, his emotional coldness made you question everything about yourself. But here's the thing, God didn't design you to survive in silence. You were made to be known, and you were made to be loved. John 10:14 says this, I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. See, Jesus never withholds his presence, and you don't have to beg for attention anymore. You don't have to keep performing to be loved. Maybe you are the one who held on to the idea of who he could have been. Maybe you stayed for the potential. But God is finally calling you out of fantasy and into freedom. In 2 Corinthians 6:14, it says, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. And let's be real, just because someone says they believe in God doesn't mean they're submitted to him. God wants true alignment for you. And he says in his word, you will know them by their fruit that they produce. You just have to know what boundaries to place and what value you have to not have others overstep them continuously. See, sometimes the most merciful thing God does is close the door that you keep trying to kick back open. Hear me. You are not being punished. You're being protected and processed. And sometimes our blind choices don't have to be the final call or the end. Stop letting this eat you up inside, defining who you are and letting it become your identity. And start asking this, God, what are you building next? So how do we heal? Well, first, we recognize the difference between real love and counterfeit love. See, real love is described in 1 John 4:18, where it says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. And if love makes you afraid to speak up, it's not love. If love makes you walk on eggshells, it's not love. And if love gaslights you and makes you feel crazy, that's manipulation, not kingdom love. But God's love, it tells the truth. It brings peace and it builds you up. And once you experience His love for real, you'll never settle for counterfeit again. Ladies, you are seen, you are heard, and you are deeply, fully loved by a God who restores even though it may not seem that way on the surface. God is looking for your full and total and consistent surrender. You are not your abuse, you are not your mistakes, and you are not your past. You are a daughter of the King and you were made to rise. If this video spoke to you, I want to personally invite you to go deeper. I've created an 8-week academy that provides a deep journey of healing, of breaking cycles, learning your identity, and walking in bold faith. It's where women like you get free, like for real. The link will be in the description below, so check it out. And I'd love to walk with you through it. You don't have to do this alone anymore. And I'll see you all on the next one.